Welcome, everybody. It is 12 o'clock noon, which means it's time for Full Throttle Vision. And you can see we actually upgraded our set, so it's not just staring at Charlie and myself. We have a guest here, and let's introduce her today. Say hello to everybody and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. Shannon, Blondie Braps. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited, so thank you for letting me be on the show.
We've known you for quite some time. Charlie, she came and did a photo shoot at the office. Remember when
we all
were in the
crashed
back?
our bikes? I mean, when we all,
How you doing today, Charlie?
I'm fine. You know, it's Friday. And
Got your Fran shirt on. I like it.
I did. I wore my Fran shirt today, so that's pretty cool. Had to give Fran some love. Of course, you know she's been a sponsor for us for many, many years, so we got to show our love to Fran.
I'm excited. Fran's been great to everything going on. We're talking about doing something right now with what happened there. I don't know what that video shot is. Okay, that was fun. We got a lot going on tomorrow. What do you think we're doing tomorrow, Charlie?
Tomorrow's Saturday, so we're going to be doing a bike wash.
Bikini bike wash.
Yeah, you want to keep it family. Yeah, bikini bike wash. And maybe this young lady that's sitting next to you has something to do with that.
She does. Why don't you tell us, Shannon, about, number one, tell us about yourself, and then tell us you're going to be there tomorrow, right, with us at
I'm going to be there tomorrow at the Tattooed Sweethearts Bikini Bike Wash at Full Throttle offices. And if there's so many extra bikes there, then I might be a part of the bike wash.
Would you take pictures on bikes if people ask?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You're gonna be working for tips, so guys, everybody, take care of this girl. She's working. She needs to, make tips, and that's what she's doing.
Yeah, there's
obviously
other
you have
girls
some
there
tattoos,
too.
by the way.
Yeah,
you do have some tattoos going on. Let's get that up there. Look at this. I mean. There we go. Now, they're going to run you sent us a bunch of great pictures. Okay. I'm going to have Rob run the slideshow he's got so we can talk, and we'll come back and show that. But you have stickers, you have shirts, you have koozies. Look at this. You got koozies here for everything like that. We're going to be, you'll have all the stuff out here Saturday too,
Yeah,
right?
I'm going to have the stickers and for sure the koozies because I'm going to be helping with the serving drinks and stuff. So I'm going to have these koozies out. So
that's right. You're going to help us with the drinks. We got girls washing bikes. I got a hot dog guy coming out, so we can.
Hot dog.
We're going to have some hot dogs being served.
Is it who we think it's going to be?
Yeah, I don't know if it's specific. Yeah. Play that slideshow. We're going to talk over it, right? So you can play it while we're talking. So you sent us a bunch of pictures, and you ride too, right?
Yeah, I have my own bikes. I have a street bike and a dirt bike. So I'm originally from California, so I was out riding my dirt bike like every weekend, and street bike I usually ride. I commute to work, so that's pretty much every day. So yeah.
And you say you commute to work. You serve our country. What is your official title?
I'm an aviation maintenance technician.
Aviation maintenance technician. Charlie,
what branch of the military?
She don't want to let everybody know that.
It's
out there.
Once you said that,
it's a secret.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, what was your?
I was in the Army. I was a 76 Papa when I first started, which is material control and accounting specialist. Then I went back, got my 71 Lima, which they taught me how to type.
They taught you what?
How to type.
How to type.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's he talking about? That's a picture I used a lot right there.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
That's a really popular one.
So when I got done, I was Sparky off of MASH.
These are great pictures. Now, you've been cover of magazines.
Yeah.
You were, where did you come up in that Inked? Because that's what we were helping you push.
I think that's how I met you was Inked Mag. I did the Inked Mag competition to make the cover of it. And unfortunately, I didn't make the cover, but I still made a spot in there.
And you were actually featured in the magazine.
Yep.
I mean, some of these are great pictures. Your recent one, where you were on the cover of, is it Babe?
Babe Watch.
Babe Watch, whatever. That was a great photo.
Yeah, I really liked that set. That was from Luke Arnold Photography. But I've been working with a lot of great photographers right now. I've been working with Sean Carey with Deadweight Label, and this stuff hasn't been shown yet, but we have like maybe eight sets of pictures we have not shown.
Where's it going to be released at? Do you know? On his site or on anywhere special? Is it magazine quality?
Magazine stuff, and we're going to be submitting them to other submissions, like more Babe Watch, Fast
You were
Life.
in a movie. What was the movie I saw you shooting, right?
Oh, I was in a...
You were in a movie. It looked like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, Charlie. It was... Okay, you're laughing. Oh, should I not have brought this up? Because it was great. I thought it was...
It was more like a short film, but that was by Lennis Productions, and that was just a group of us on Facebook, and we went out and did Mad Max style. So I don't think that has come out yet, but that's Lennis Productions, and I think it's Rogue Productions. He was a part of it too. So
it was badass looking. I wish you would have sent me some pictures of that, or maybe even a snippet.
Yeah.
You had the black across the eyes, and I even saw you riding a motorcycle in it.
Yeah,
it looked like you had some kind of club. I'm like, all right, I don't know what's going on here, but I'm in. What are we buying or watching?
That was one of my scenes. So at first, I was supposed to be like coming in for the kill, like running, and then the next time we shot, I brought my bike out there, and then we ended up switching scenes, and I was supposed to like come in. I was riding on my bike, supposed to come in and like slash down on the main character. And, but so the teaser shots that came out, it's coming out great. Like I cannot wait till Lennis Productions like releases it.
Was that fun? Was it?
It was a lot of fun. So it's just like hard to get all the people together, like, okay, let's start, but it was a great time.
Welcome to production, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to that stuff, I mean, you saw just on what we do here, it's like, oh my God, we got to run around and get all this stuff done. But to do a movie, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Charlie, we've been in a few production sets before. You've done a lot of production stuff. You know, the back end is never, to pull something off flawlessly is impossible.
Yep.
You know?
And especially when you're doing a live TV or something, like, whenever, we've done some of the other live shows, like, I did, American Iron a few times and things like that. And they always want you to do, well, let's do a take with you following the script. And then when you get done following the script, we're going to just do a take where we turn you loose. And you always got to make sure to get people away from when they turn you loose, because there's always somebody with their mouth flung open in the background or something, So it's always fun.
Well, Shannon, how do people see you, find you on? You're on Instagram and Facebook, right?
I think I have just about every social media platform.
Are you on TikTok now, too?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. TikTok is the thing, isn't it?
It's like, my biggest thing is Instagram right now. Facebook's like second. I like Instagram the best, but I pretty much have everything. Like, so Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I have a YouTube page that I'm starting to
Did you do a flip the switch video?
No, but I should.
I was going to say,
I don't know if
everybody's
anyone...
talking, oh my God, I did the flip the switch video, and I'm like, what is this flip the switch video? And now it's like something with TikTok, which used to be Vine, or Vine is a new TikTok.
Yeah.
Listen, I feel old because I'm not up to date on all the new trendy social media out there.
Well,
we got the whole thing here. I don't think I can swing a camera over, but we got her that's on every social media known to man. And then if you swing over here to Georgia Boy, he just now finally got an email address.
That's right. Oh. I remember we were doing something, and they're like, we got to email Georgia Boy. And he goes, I don't have an email address. I'm like, how did you make it this far without having an email address? He's like,
he uses mine.
And he went back to a flip phone because we finally got him a touch phone, and he had it so screwed up, it's locked up that even the company could not fix it. So they sent him back to a flip phone.
So I'm just checking in on some of the things people are saying. By the way, one thing I want to touch base on is, if you like what we're doing with this TV show, you're going to see below to give stars. Underneath this video, it says give stars. Stars are something new to the Facebook world. It's like a tipping. It's like a thank you. You have to purchase stars, and then you tip us stars, and that shows, we can see that when you tip the stars. What we're going to do is start giving away prizes to the biggest star providers, I guess you want to call it. It's something new Facebook's doing. It's how to help people like us pay for content, which is what we're giving you. So it's very big in the gaming world. If you've ever watched a gamer or venture out and watch people playing video games, stars are a big thing. You tip them while they're playing, and you say thank you for helping you out and teach you new ways to win games and stuff like that. Well, Facebook's bringing that to the forefront. So look below, and it says stars, and we'll keep an eye on each week. When we do this, and our biggest stars will contact you, and we're going to get your information. We'll send you out a box of goodies. But perhaps Shannon said she's going to give us some stuff to put in there. So we'll put some of that stuff in there, maybe some Full Throttle shirts, some Fran Hash swag, whatever cool stuff we got kind of laying around the office. So, again, if you see those stars below, I think you got to purchase them up front. I think you got to buy them up front, but then you can tip. And it's going to be the new way. If you watch a lot of video online, it's definitely going to be a thing on Facebook, because they have reached out personally to me and asked me questions. So, when they do that, that's the route that they're going at. And you're going to start seeing it more and more on Facebook. I know it's already on a couple other streaming platforms.
TikTok.
I think Twitch,
I saw it on TikTok.
A lot of those. So If you like us, give us some stars. And again, if you give us our biggest star giver each week, we're going to give a nice big prize package too. I mean, I'm going to make a big box of goodies and shirts and hats and you name it. And whoever our guests are, if they have anything to put in there, we'll do that too. So thank you, everybody. If you do give us stars, we appreciate it. By the way, we'll say thank you. We're trying to keep up with the feed here. Charlie's looking too, because we set this up a little different. Usually we have a table, but we wanted to show off Shannon's cool tattoos.
Yep. So, and of course, we got several folks from Fran watching, and I see Brandy's on, Romy's on, Brian just said, what's up, everybody?
I had the Brandy and Romy picture actually pulled up. I was setting some show stuff up, and we got to go on a boat the other with Brian, and I had that picture, and it snuck its way in there. I didn't mean to send it, and they're like, oh, we're going to put that on. I said, no, we can't put that up. There's no way.
Mr. Family Guy here.
I know, you know how it is. But so what else is going on with Blonde Breps? I mean, I saw you had a mural painted. How cool is that?
I know, right? US 19 Signs, he decided just to make at first he had motorcycle-themed murals, so I went out there and took some pictures and shared it on my motorcycle-related bike pages, and ended up getting like a group of us out there, and then somehow we ended up talking about Blondie Brap stuff, because I have like a website made and like my Instagram handle and all that, and I think he saw like some of the feedback and interaction I got from people, so he just decided to make a Blondie Braps mural. So I was like, this is so cool, and I like thank him so much for it. And he's also got he tries to go outside and say hi to everyone, and I gave him some like Blondie Brap swag, and I made him some stuff too, so every person that stops by to get a picture with the mural and like tag us, he tries to give them stickers, and I got some koozies there and stuff as well. So.
And again, you'll have all this stuff here Saturday at the offices.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to bring stuff too. So
I wanted to talk about your tattoos, because the theme. Where did you come up with, like, that's a lot of tattooing, by the way. Number one, you like pain. Okay, we all get this. We all understand that you're into the pain thing, but. I mean, I have a lot of tattoos. It's not comfortable after a while. It does hurt. But this is like a underwater theme, and then you have skulls. Tell us about all your tattoo choices.
I didn't really have a plan when I first started. My first tattoos are on my wrists, and I was 18. I'm like, I'm just going to get some tattoos, and then I started doing more research and researching artists and trying to like make sure I like the work and thinking of like a story behind each piece. And I don't really have a theme. I think the theme right now is black and gray.
It is black and gray, and it's great work. The koi over here I'm looking at it is fantastic. Your skull on your
yeah, a lot
right
of people
forearm.
Like this one too.
Yeah, look, they're zooming in right there. Oh, let's see. There we go.
I keep moving.
Yeah, don't move. They'll zoom in and show you. Turn it upside down. That's a great skull. And the rows and everything like that?
Yeah.
I mean, the depth, it's hard to get depth like that in a black and gray tattoo.
Especially on the grays, up there.
Yeah, so I tried doing a lot of research. I find a lot of people ask me, like, where do you find your artists and all that stuff, and Instagram. Instagram's
really?
like a great tool for finding tattoo artists. And
really? Who would have thought Instagram?
Yeah, like, that's where I find all my people. And then everyone's like, where'd you get your work done? I'm like, a lot of it's from California, because I'm from California, and I've been out here for only like 2 years and still trying to research artists out here. I found some good ones. So, but my phone, I have a notepad of probably like 15 artists, and like there's some that I'm trying to go out of country for. Like I think the next one I'm trying to plan is Berlin.
You might want to take some time on that one. Let's wait on that one until everything's situated with the COVID, you know?
Yeah.
And what a lot of people don't know is you actually have a twin sister, is that correct?
Yes, I have a twin sister, and she's actually moving out here to Florida, so I think she's going to be my secret weapon to all my social media.
Now, is she like you, or is she exactly the opposite?
We're pretty much the same person, like same personality, same likes. Yeah.
She stubs her toe. She feels it. That's how it goes.
But has she went on the tattoo bench too, and also?
She's not as tattooed, but she is.
She's got pretty good tattoos. I think I remember her being fully tattooed. Well, not fully, but
she's starting to get there too. So it's just a matter of like.
See, that's where you went with you should have went with the Ink magazine as twin sisters going for that.
Well,
cheated.
during that time, we're split. We've been split up for so long.
Is that tough as a twin being?
That it's horrible.
I was going to say, everybody I know that's a twin usually lives near each other or is around each other, but you guys are like different sides of the United States here.
It sucks a lot, and I miss her so much, and I cannot wait for her to move out here. She's moving out here within like 2 weeks.
Very cool.
So I cannot wait.
Have her here first, because you were saying something about Miami. Don't go to Miami yet. That's still a hot spot COVID area. Don't go running down there yet. That's certainly not a place you want to be.
Yeah.
Well, we got some other things we're going to talk about. Bring up the Bikini Bike Wash flyer. We're going to talk about that. That is tomorrow at the Full Throttle offices in Tarpon Springs. Do you know the other girl's name right there, the brunette?
Angela, I believe.
Angela with Tattooed Sweethearts. Greg and Tattooed Sweethearts is a company that Fran Hosh and Full Throttle Magazine are starting to work with. And we were talking with Greg, and we said, you know what? Let's put a bikini bike wash together. I think I did this Tuesday. By the way, I come up and I said, okay, we can do drinks, food, music, good times. I kind of put you on there thinking you were going to be there, hopeful.
Well, like I opened up my social media to that flyer. I'm like, I guess I'm going.
I guess I'm going to be here. I guess and then working with Tattooed Sweethearts.
Like the military, he volunteered you.
Yeah, voluntold.
And I want to say there's 300 people on the event itself right now saying interested or going.
Mm-hmm.
So we should have quite a hell of a day with drinks and bike wash and photos, and we're going to do some interviews. We'll be doing some live. We're going to be doing some video stuff that we're going to play later on here too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. By the way, thank you, Brenda. She was our first 100-star giver. So thank you, Brenda, for the stars. Very cool. For today, she was our 100-star giver. So we want to thank you for that. And, this tomorrow, come out to the Full Throttle offices and get a drink. Shannon will take care of you. You can buy some of her swag, get your bike washed, and take some pictures.
And we've heard Georgia Boy's going to be there doing autographs.
Georgia Boy's doing autographs as well.
Georgia Boy will be there doing autographs. So
what we have right now is, if you guys don't know Soul Circus Cowboys, number one, you're living under a rock. I mean, Soul Circus Cowboys has played our expo now multiple years in a row, and Billy and all of them are great people. We have a video that they shared with us. Right now, this on YouTube, this thing already has 150,000 views. And I told them we would definitely play this on the show today. It's about a 3-minute video, but if you notice the area, you'll see that some of this is shot at our expo. Some of it's on Dunedin Causeway. Some of it's walking down Main Street in Daytona Beach. It's very cool to be part of and know that we actually were part of this in a roundabout way, because they shot it at the expo, and where he's at it's our neck of the woods. So what we're going to do, if Rob's ready, we're going to play this Soul Circus Cowboys video. You guys enjoy. It is called She Loves Leather and Chrome.
Country bars, loud guitars, and a cowboy with a beard. She has high heels and lipstick. She's a hustler with a pull stick. But what really turns her on the most? She loves leather and chrome. She loves the feel of an open road. That sweet taste of freedom, that soul rush when she's speeding. From her head to her toes, she loves leather and chrome. Yes, she She loves leather and chrome. She loves leather and chrome. She loves leather and chrome. She loves the feel of an open road. That sweet taste of freedom, that soul rush when she's speeding, that tingles from her head to her toes. She loves leather and chrome. She loves leather and chrome. Yeah. She loves leather and chrome. Oh, that sweet taste of freedom, that soul rush when she's speeding, it tingles from her head to her toes. She loves.
So I watched that video and I was like, I know a lot of those places in
I
that
was gonna
video.
say that too.
And when he sent it to me, and I'm like, that's Dunedin Causeway. That's our expo. That's Quaker. That's Daytona Bike Week. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
high
this is
octane,
pretty
yep.
cool. We're going to have to share this. So I told him, I said, you know what? I'm going to play this on a show. He said he was going to help share it around and everything like that. So pretty cool, huh, Charlie?
That's it. It's, yeah, to have it made right here locally, especially the events we do. So
That-
I don't think he was missing with Sturgis.
That's about it. I mean, has 150,000 views already on YouTube. That's tough. You know, how hard is it to get views on YouTube?
I just started out, so like I'm low. Like one video, my Don't Rush challenge, I think got maybe 100 or 200. But
It's so hard to get views on
Yeah.
on any of this stuff. Back in the day, it was like Wild Wild West. You know, you posted something and it went zoom, 1 million views. Now it's like they've figured out how to.
yeah, I keep hearing about like algorithms and stuff, and there's tactics and little things you got to do for social media. I'm like, can I just post stuff?
The right time of the day,
Yeah.
right net, you know, you got to use keywords. My brother tells me the other day when we're trying to build our Instagram page, and he's like, 11 hashtags. I said, what? He said, that's a perfect number of hashtags you have to have on every post. I said, are you serious? This is a thing? I'm like,
The last I heard was 30, but now I guess it's 11.
11 hashtags. So,
Okay.
again, it changes daily. It really does. Who knows what it is? Charlie, do you know what a hashtag is?
Yeah, I heard about it in a joke the other day, you know, when they were making jokes about if God had internet and Instagram back in his day, you know.
Remember the number sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, the number sign,
Pound.
that's a hashtag. So when you put that in front of
Pound.
something.
Pound sign for us.
The pound sign, I'm sorry. The pound sign. It's that when you, with the rotary. Have you ever used a rotary phone?
I've played with them at like stores as a
goodness.
kid,
We
but
were talking about that from back in the day whenever, it's funny you mentioned, we were talking about that from back in the day with my grandma, and they'd be sitting outside and the phone start ringing, and they'd be like, I think that's the phone ringing. You hear the phone ringing? So it'd ring for like 2 minutes. Yeah, I think that is the phone
get the
ringing.
phone?
Finally go answer it, you know.
I remember using a rotary phone. It was zhink, zhink. It's like, what in the...
What'd be great is to have her do a picture of her like standing at a payphone.
Well, yeah, go find one. That's the problem.
yeah, I do like that pinup look. But like I'm used to the phones with like the cords, like you're
The
like
mile
trying
long
to- yeah.
cords to go around the
Ma,
house.
I
you know.
got it. Hang up already.
It's all
I
like
got
connected
it.
so someone can be listening in. You're like, can you hang up the phone?
Yeah, there's 14 people on the,
Yeah.
on the
You
line.
either had the long regular phone cord that when you carried the phone around, or you had the
You're s-
long extension cord
That would get so
that had the
curled
long,
up.
9 miles long.
Yeah, I remember we had one in the kitchen, and it was that wall one.
Yeah.
You put it on. You picked it up and it had the buttons. So
On
you were
the
like,
inside.
they're real big,
Yeah.
thick buttons you had to push. But when you picked
it
it up,
had
you
the-
want to talk, man. It had this long cord. You go all the way to your top roof of the house and be like, I got it, Mom. And when we get off, hang up. It's like, oh my gosh.
Well, with that, my dad worked for the telephone company, so we were one of the first ones Well, we had party lines at first, and when they took them out, he got a lot of death threats and people that were going to turn him in to get him fired and everything else, and that was just from my immediate family because they couldn't listen in anymore. And on that one, it had a different ring, so if they call me, it might ring one time. For you, it'd be ring, ring. For you, it'd be ring, ring, ring. That way you know who they're calling, you know, and, you know, and Aunt Pee Wee could listen in, you know. But other than then, when we went to single lines, like you said, the rotary, and then we were one of the first neighborhood to have the touch push.
Oh,
touch
my
tone.
goodness, listen.
So he had to invite everybody down to see it. You know, then when they come out
Phones
with the
have
cordless
come a long
one,
way, haven't they?
when they come out with the cordless one, you might remember the cordless one because you had to pull the
Oh, there was a
antenna
brick.
out.
It was like this big.
Yep, and you had to pull the antenna out. You know, don't put that up to your head.
yeah, you're gonna get cancer or something putting that big old phone to your head.
They got that on Night at the Roxbury, that movie. They're like, oh, Mom, these are so embarrassing.
Yep, you
Yeah,
know,
you
started
take the
with
big
the
phones.
had the big bass on it.
Oh, too funny. So, I was. We're also have something coming up with. Robin Hawk is doing an event here this Sunday. I'm sorry, the 31st, right here at Crystal Harley. Robin is. She was going to join us on the show today, but she got called into work. School actually has her coming in to do something.
Yep.
Assistant principal.
Yeah, she's a principal at a school. Join us. It says join us May 31st, 10 to 4, Rosie's Ride. So you guys know Rosie the Riveter, right? The red bandana. You were talking
Just
pinup
passed away
models,
recently.
very much.
She just passed away
Yeah,
recently.
the original Rosie.
Huh.
It's a Rosie Ride for ladies, music raffles, Rosie lookalike contest, ladies ride in, bike show giveaways. It's very cool. They've done this now. This is the second year? I want to say second or third year they've been doing this. But what's cool is I got a hold of Robin early and I said, if you can't be on the show, what do you think about putting together a video for us and tell us what's going on? And she goes, I think I could do that. So we actually have a 5-minute or so video. She's talking about the Rosie's Ride, everything that Robin's got going on. She's starting a all-woman magazine, Riders Magazine. I thought that was really cool. I'm like, you know, that's neat. There's a lot of women riders. You are a woman rider, right? How long you been riding, by the way?
Ever since I was a little kid, especially with dirt. Because I
Yeah?
grew up in the middle of the desert, so there wasn't much to do except go ride around on these
Just poke sticks at the rattlesnakes,
yeah,
jump on
just make up
motorcycles.
stuff. It's always the motorized little. It didn't matter what it was, like the little mini bikes, junky little
Did you
go
jump 'em?
karts. Oh, I try.
Listen, Charlie, I don't know what.
I started on a Trail
These
70.
two right here. These two right here. He took his motor out of his dad's engine,
Okay.
out of his lawnmower,
Yep.
and put it in a cart
my
and
go-kart.
jumped it.
I took my 3.5 horsepower go-kart motor on, put my dad's 7 horsepower lawnmower motor on it, and
So that
went
sounds like
drag
what my
racing,
brothers
crashed
would
through
do,
my grandfather's
so.
gate.
It sounds like you two grew up in the same area here.
You
See, I know
too.
I was never daredevil enough to do that.
Oh.
I did the skateboards and bicycles. I never put motors on
My
the stuff till
favorite
later.
saying was, "Hey, y'all, watch this."
Hold my beer.
I learned that.
Even at 7 years old, here, hold my beer. You know.
I learned that when in doubt, throttle out is like an actual thing.
Well, when
When in doubt, throttle out.
Yep.
Well, when I was a little guy, I seen now one of our friends, Bob Gill, jump a ditch down in Louisiana called the Cajun Canyon, which is basically a big ditch that they put trash in and stuff, and he jumped it before Evil did his
Okay,
Snake
yep.
River Canyon thing. And my dad brought me to it, and I'm like, I can do that.
That was the worst thing he could have done is take you to that, huh?
So I got home and got on my bicycle and put a plywood ramp with tractor tires over my grandfather's tractor and jumped over it and crashed into our utility room, and that was my first major crash, and I just kind of lined them up after that.
Too funny. Well, let's go to Robin's video right now. She's, again, did a video from us. She talks about the Rosie's Ride and everything else going on. So, guys, here is Robin Hawk talking about the Rosie Riveter Ride this Sunday at Crystal River Harley-Davidson.
Hi everybody, Robin Hawk, Regional Coordinator for Stilettos on Steel, the Nature Coast chapter, owner, founder, Uncaged Life, Multimedia, and soon to be Uncaged Women magazine for female riders. I am here because Tony graciously invited me to be on the show today. Unfortunately, I was not able to come to the studio, so he asked me for a small video, which was very sweet of you, Tony. You know, as always, love you guys at Full Throttle Magazine. So I'm broadcasting here from my garage with my pink fatty, of course. Everybody knows my pink fatty, I think. And also behind me, you might notice my chopper. You know, I haven't brought that out to play yet because that's been my wrenching bike. I've been working on that. Got some more wrenching to do, so she'll make her debut soon. But I just wanted to let everybody know that May 31st, we have an amazing event happening at Crystal Harley-Davidson in Homosassa, Florida. We have actress, filmmaker, competitive bull dancer. I think she was a fitness model. Krista Saxon is going to be our guest. She's going to be there with us at the Rosie Ride Day and Crystal Harley all day. We also have a stiletto sister who happens to be author of the book Riding Solo. She's going to be there doing a book signing, and you can purchase a book from her too, an amazing story that she has. We have so much going on up there. We are doing a Rosie the Riveter lookalike contest. Great prizes from Harley Davidson. We are doing a ladies ride-in bike show off. So ladies, you could win a trophy to be recognized for having a really seriously cool bike. It could be the most pink. It could be the most patriotic. It could be the most wrenched on by a girl. So different categories, different things that we're trying to do that really focus on ladies for this event. We have a band that's a female band. Women are just, we are celebrating you. We're celebrating your power and celebrating the iconic symbol of Rosie the Riveter from the 1940s, who showed us that, here's the symbol of what we can do, and we're doing it. And we can do it, and we can do it again. This year, Crystal, Harley Davidson, Homosassa with Rosie Uncaged. I cannot wait to see you all there. We have an hour-and-a-half ride route planned. It's been vetted, practiced by myself and my husband, and also I have a ride leadership team of about 9 women and another about 7 to 9 men who've actually practiced the route, so to make sure that it's going to be a good one for us. It's super exciting. It's just a couple of days away. I can't believe it, We've got goodie bags for the first 100 ladies, a nice drawstring backpack with some special things in there from Harley Davidson. We're really excited to do this. We're really excited to do it again. There are lots of them happening all over the state. Rosie the Riveter rides. The Stilettos on Steel organization is sponsoring those. And I'm, happy to sponsor it, not only from the Stilettos on Steel organization, but also as a sponsor, my Uncaged Life company. And Schulta Trucking is actually donating and sponsoring to the event. Crystal Harley Davidson. Dale and Kat from the Dale and Kat Show are going to be there. John and Heather from the John and Heather Show are going to be there. There's so many people and so many, people that are going to be coming and enjoying the day with us. I can't see how it couldn't be fun. And yes, it might focus on ladies, but men, you are certainly invited to come along. If you do go on a ride, men in the back, it's kind of a time for ladies to do their thing, and to feel powerful and beautiful and amazing, ladies that they are. So we celebrate you, but we welcome our men also. There will be breakfast, and registration is from 10 to 10:30. Ride kicks off at 11 o'clock, and we'll be returning to Crystal Harley at 12:30 for more fun. So it's an all-day event. It's going to be awesome. And, I'm super excited. And thank you to Tony for inviting me to talk about it a little bit. And Tony, even though I couldn't be on the show today in studio, you probably ought to invite me back because, today I'm going to be helping families transition back from online learning to handing in their devices and just helping them finish up their school year, because most of you know I'm an assistant principal by day, so I can't be there today. But next week I could take a lunchtime, from my home office to maybe kind of step in. I would love to see you guys. Miss my Full Throttle family. You guys are awesome. I've always kind of shout out for you guys because you're really good to me. You've always been good to me, and I appreciate that. I'll never forget that. You guys are awesome. So I can't wait to see you live and in person. This whole, at a distance thing hasn't been real fun, but because we got a ton of things going on. I just scheduled a year from now a women's retreat at Deals Gap in Tennessee. I just rode the Dragon recently. Loved every second of it. And I'm taking a group with me, and we are going to do a Ladies' Day retreat in 1 year from now. So that's going to be amazing. There's so much happening. I can't wait to share it all with you. So see you later, guys. Keep throttling on and stay engaged.
I wish Robin could have made it in the studio today because she definitely animated and loves her ride that up there. You can tell she's got that planned out. She's done the ride a bunch of times. She's definitely went and knows the route and everything like that. Hawk and Robin, just great people, good stuff. They've helped us out with Full Throttle Magazine and everything we've done so many times. It's just amazing where they've stepped up. Hawk was helping us out at the expo. Robin was helping us out at the expo. The stilettos on steel, what they do. And women riders. I mean, Charlie and Shannon, let's talk about this. Women riders are a big, big, new, up-and-coming thing.
Like, I think it's normal, but I don't think it's that normal, I guess, for people still. Like, because I'll tell people, like, yeah, I ride my own bikes, and they're like, wow.
And she was just saying how she has a CBR 1000 and wants to get a Dyna or an FXR.
Yeah.
So we're getting her maybe off a sport bike into a street bike, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But she's still gonna no wheelies, please. No wheelies, no 150 across bridges, none of that stuff. I didn't say it.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
We said we weren't gonna talk about it. I'm just saying. There's a time and a place for speeding and everything, right? Look, and she's like, I can't promise I'm not going to do wheelies. I like this. I mean, listen, tattoos, motorcycles, wheelies, guns.
I have some guns, yeah.
You and I actually went out shooting.
Yeah, we went range. That was
She has a
fun.
shotgun. We went out and blew the hell out of targets one time.
Military guns. Okay, you know.
I mean,
you know, we got to get in there.
I mean, what else do you guys need on a checklist? Let's face it. I mean, do you cook? No.
I bake a lot.
Oh, you do bake. You make cakes. Yeah. Listen. All I know is that's how you make a man happy right there.
Yeah, I've been feeling large lately from the quarantines.
Listen, I found that COVID-20 is what it is, COVID 20 pounds. I'm trying to beat that off now. You make cakes. Like, this is a side gig for you, right? You get
it's
paid.
more like just for fun hobby, but
your
people
cakes are amazing.
Thank you.
I wonder if Rob, see if you can find, because where do you put those up at? On your regular page? Or
I'm kind of behind on them, and like I'm still getting kind of known for making cakes out here in Florida, so I don't have very many from out here in Florida yet. And
do you
I'm
have any on your Blonde Brat page or no? Or do you put them on your personal?
I usually post everything on Blondie Brats.
Okay, see if you can. Let's see if Rob. We'll talk about it a little bit more. Maybe Rob can pull up your page and we can look at
the three main things guys are looking for in the biker community: tattoos, guns. You know,
baking. Well, there's a whole list: motorcycles, guns, baking, military.
Well, my problem is like
bikes, tattoos, and guns. He's all set.
I'm like a jack of all trades, but a master of none.
But you know what? Being a little bit of good at everything is better than being great at one thing. That's the way I am too. It's like I want to know a little bit about everything, be okay at a little bit about everything, but I'm never going to be a pro at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I like do artwork and stuff too, like draw, paint. I don't do it as much, but.
You play sports?
In high school, I played like volleyball and softball.
I can see the volleyball with your height.
Yeah,
I definitely can see volleyball.
Well, everyone's like, you should play basketball. You're so tall. I'm like, I don't like basketball. It's too much running.
An Oreo cake? Did you make an Oreo cake?
I did so this is like something I'd like to get into is like monster desserts. And this cake was like 7 layers. It doesn't look nice, but it was like 7 layers of stuff, and I want to start getting into desserts where it's like monster desserts where it's just mounds of toppings. Like there's like 2
full.
That's it. I'm in.
You're bringing one of those to the office.
Can you bring some?
Right?
If you can bring some cakes tomorrow, I guarantee we'll sell the hell out of those too.
That was my first ice cream cake that I made. I was like, I'm gonna just mess around and try to.
Georgia boy just said, "There goes your sugar level."
Listen,
right?
I saw something. The last thing you made had like rainbows and colorful, and there was a cupcakes or what was the?
Oh, I did like a mermaid themed.
Yeah,
cake,
that's it.
And then I did an Alaska. A lot of people really liked my Alaska cake that I just did.
Was it baked Alaska or was it Alaska cake?
It was Alaska themed.
So baked Alaska you light on fire, right?
I heard about that, but it was just that one right there. Like,
oh, look
people
at that.
really liked that one a lot.
Oh my God! Did you? Wait, what is that? Did you make?
That's
you
a California
make those bears?
bear.
No, so I just bought some toy bears and put them on.
He
the
just
cake.
asked, was the bear edible?
No, I'm not that good.
Yeah, it'll eat you. Yes, Georgia boy, the bear will eat you.
That's all I wanted to know.
That looks great.
Thank you.
Something my family used to do in Christmas time was we started a cake competition and we called it Cake Miss. So around Christmas time, Christmas Day, after everybody did their stuff, the males in each family would submit a cake that was decorated and made. Only the males could work on it, and the females and everybody else were the ones that voted and set it up. So this went on for so many years that we actually created a book style that had all the winners, and somebody won a trophy and everything like that. One year we made the leg cake from Christmas.
Oh, Christmas Story.
Christmas
the
Story.
Lamp.
It was. I mean, it had a base.
It was standing
we had a
up.
post thing. We did the form out of Rice Krispies and tin foil. And we put fluff and Rice Krispies and a fishnet and a shoe. And the top was a cake. It was the lampshade.
Yeah.
It had licorice hanging down that looked like the garter. It was amazing. It was. I mean, we
Sounds
wanted
like
that.
it.
It was, and we started getting. It took up 90% of our Christmas time, because we're making cakes on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve and a couple days before, and you're baking them and shaping them. And it's not something you make in one day.
Didn't your dad make one that looked like an autopsy or something
We did a snowman where it was a zombie reindeer, and the snowman was cut up, and we found forms of jello that looked like hearts and stuff. So it had all these reindeers, and and then the snowman was laying on its side, and it was cut up, and there's blood and guts everywhere.
Yeah.
It was
that sounds like a Halloween.
It was zombie
Everybody going, I want a slice of that one.
No, nobody wanted to slice of that one for some reason. I don't think that year won, but it was a great contest. But the guys could only do it, and it was a lot of fun. We called it Cake Miss.
It sounds like a good idea.
It was fun. It was definitely fun.
And of course, Big Al didn't like any of them.
Oh, he came out there and ate them.
Oh yeah, he ate them. He just didn't like any of them.
Hey, the best thing was Christmas Day. What do you do Christmas?
That's how I am. I like the eating part.
What do you do Christmas Day at night? What do you? I mean, heck, you've done your presents. You've pretty much eaten your dinner.
Yeah.
Christmas Day at night. That was like everybody came over to my dad's house, and everybody's there, and you have all these, fantastic cakes. One somebody made the Mr. Hanky. Do you remember from the
South
Christmas
Park.
Pooh from South Park? They made Mr. Hanky one year. I mean, to start coming up with ideas, you start going, oh, what the heck could I do? And before it ended, I wanted to do a Gizmo, a Gremlin one, because they say that's a Christmas movie, And I'm like, ooh, we could do a Gizmo, Gremlin.
I was about to ask if they were all Christmas themed.
Mostly, we did a Nightmare Before Christmas one, which was awesome. The cake came out, and we did the.
It sounds like you need to be making cakes for people.
We had a lot of fun making cakes. We ended up getting into the fondant. I remember the last year we did it, I had $800 into a cake. $800 into a dang cake. I'm like, how did I spend so much money? And they said, we got to cap it off somewhere, because it was getting ridiculous. I mean, at this point, we were multi-level lights.
Backing up pickup trucks,
Oh, it was bad.
I was thinking small, but I didn't know it got that extravagant.
Oh, it was
they'd
extravagant.
have take up this whole coffee table.
You came out to them a couple times, right?
Yep.
I mean, extravagant. There must have been 10 families putting 10 cakes out for Christmas, and everybody tasted them.
At your dad's house in that den there where he has, around the swimming pool is where you always
It was, and everybody that didn't make the cakes would get a form, and it was taste, presentation. Presentation was one of them. So you had to do a presentation, you had to do the taste, and then the overall. It was insane. It was a lot of fun.
It sounds like it.
That was. I wish we got back to that.
And then your dad would complain for 3 months of all the leftover cake at their house.
I would say, what happened to all the cake?
Now we did it
Sounds like a
cookies
lot.
this year, because cakes was too much, so they're trying to do cookies, and it just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
So let's move on to a different subject, the soaked and sore ass ride. We got about 12 minutes left to talk about. Oh, real quick, I know everybody was asking, bring up the Bikini Bike Wash again. Everybody want to know the address. We're on Alt 19, 1844 North Pinellas Avenue in Tarpon Springs. It's real close to Anclote and Tarpon Springs in Alt 19. Real easy to find. I'm going to park my truck out front. It's wrapped. I got a sign out front. Just look for all the bikes and the half-naked women washing them.
I was actually going to make some signs.
You might cause an accident out there, The other day I was sitting outside our office, by the way, and, there's a lot of bikes go up and down Alt 19. But this specific day, 4 sport bikes went by our office doing wheelies. 4 sport bikes. I was standing out there, and I'm like, oh, okay, there's a guy doing a wheelie. Okay, there's another guy doing a wheelie. Okay, I'm like, not at the same time either. They weren't just going back and forth. I'm like, that is the 4th wheelie past our office I've seen today.
When was that? Today?
Were you out riding? No, this was the other day.
I can't do wheelies. I wish.
I would say Monday, Tuesday, but I was like,
okay.
what is going on here? Is this like they see our sign and go, hey, look, we should do a wheelie here? You know, I'm like,
Probably. I've been sharing the crap out of like those flyers on all the bike pages. So.
it's been funny. I couldn't believe the 4 wheelies past our office. I'm like, real easy, Alt 19 and Anklote roughly. And then if you leave, you can take that Anklote road and go on a great ride back there. So, but we want to thank Greg from Tattooed Sweethearts. We have, I want to thank Hot Dogs. Raven's Hot Dogs for helping us get somebody out there. Raven's Hot Dogs going to be doing that. You're going to be helping sell alcohol, which is for a donation. We're not really selling it. It's a donation. So. We're going to give it away, and you're going to donate money. That's how that's going to work. So we're going to have alcohol out there, a bike wash. We're going to set up our PA, so we're going to play some music. 12 to 4 on Saturday.
George was going to be playing his Buck Owens tape all the time. Yeah, right there.
Let's talk about the Soaked and Sore Ass Run, the Endy, and then a couple events that are coming up. Soaked and Sore Ass Ride to Isle Morada. This is new, by the way, just heads up. The end stop has changed. It is not Hog Heaven. It is now Isle Morada Brewing and Distillery. Hog Heaven got a little scared of the amount of people that we had coming, which we already have more than 100 pre-registered. Very awesome for this ride.
We're approaching 200 on Facebook that said they're interested in going.
I think we're going to see 200 to 300 on this ride.
And it's adding every day, so it's great to see the bikers getting out.
And if you're afraid about getting a room, I guarantee there's going to be rooms down there. We all got extra rooms. We can shack up, you know, and then everybody's got a room's going to have extra beds and couches. And, you know, if you want to go on the ride, I'm sure we can make it happen, find rooms. There's tons of rooms in Isle Morada, and then the other keys that are right by, what's it, Tavarius?
Or from down to Marathon and all up there. Or if you want to come back and get a little cheaper, Florida City does have rooms if you want to be a little more of a cheaper room. It's only like, what, 20-minute ride back to...
not even.
So there's a lot of rooms there, just whatever
Key
your
Largo.
price range you want to
I'm sure Key Largo's got a ton, and that's only 10 minutes, you know, from Isle Morada.
Because we're doing the ride down, and then after we get through doing everything, we're going to go back and crash. Dana's never been to the Keys itself, so while we're down there, we're going to unload the bike and ride down to the Keys. Quick question,
is the Keys Monroe County?
I think so.
Okay, I did read something. Here's something that everybody needs to know. Bring a mask.
Yes.
Because I believe Monroe County is mandatory masks in public.
Yes.
So you
down
can
in
have
that area, they are a little
covers.
germophobic. Bring your mask, you know, or something.
So, and listen, we're making it happen. We're trying to deal with everything that's coming about. I don't want to wear a mask. You can't tell me to wear one because I don't want to, but still, and I'll have a bunch of the Fran covers. So you can use those as masks, right?
Well, here's the thing I'm going to say about that. You do what you think, because, like, you know, they've been saying, wear a mask, wear a mask. Dana and I get up this morning, and the first story on the TV is masks do more harm than good. The only people that need to wear a mask is if you're sick or if you're working in the medical profession. If you're not, it does exactly the opposite if you're not.
You touch your face too much.
So they keep kind of moving the goalpost around on this. So if you want to wear a mask...
Keeps you from touching it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you touch your
the
face
mask
more.
makes you touch your face more and everything.
Listen, we're not going to talk about. The only thing is, I saw Monroe County. I was reading something that said it does open June 1st, but the things that I was going through is Monroe County does have a mandatory mask in public, so you may have to wear a mask. We'll have a bunch. I talked to Fran and Rhett and Brian about getting a bunch of those face covers that you do, and Mototow will be there. Kirk from Mototow will be at the first stop handing out business cards in case you break down. They do have somebody down in that area, so like we've always done, right?
Well, it's one of those, you do what you feel safe. If you want to wear a mask, guess what? Wear a mask. You know, you do. If you want to wear just one of the, like me and you wears the
face covers,
the face cover, you know, you do what you feel safe with. Come on out. It's going to be a great ride. It's time to get back out. Been cooped up enough on house arrest for almost 3 months now.
I'm not going to live scared. That's just how it is. Shannon,
we're ready to go.
How has the military handled this with all the face coverings, and has it been tough with you guys, or maybe not talk about it? No.
We've had like a modified schedule just to kind of accommodate like people not going in to work together and all that. But I think we're going to start going back to normal. Like
it's getting there, you know, and you know, I heard today that some things are spiking or they're going to spike, and you know, you gotta have some, you know, awareness that yes, we're going back to normality or whatever new normal is. Yes, some people will catch it because they're out there touching and sharing and kissing and hugging again. But you know what? We can't live in fear. I'm scared of it. I'm scared of it catching and being really bad. But I think it's proven its own self. It's not overly terrifying if you're a somewhat healthy person under the age of 60, and I mean, it is what like the flu is. You're going to catch it. It's going to be bad. If you have underlying things, it's going to hurt you. If not, you're going to get sick and feel better. It is what it is. I'm not,
I've seen numbers where as much as 70% of people that say had CV-19 didn't even know they had it.
Yeah. Yeah,
they didn't, they weren't sick. Just testing was the only thing that said they had it.
So back to tattoos and everything. I got a question. Are you? When is your? Do you have appointments set up, or when was your last tattoo? Let's do that one first.
My last one was my side.
Oh, how fun is that? Your side what?
Kind of my side boob piece,
Oh,
I guess
really?
you call
Ouch.
it. But it's a Freddy Krueger hand. It's actually one of my goals was the glove. It was one of my goals to get a tattoo on Friday the 13th. Finally did it, but me and April did it at the same time. We got the same exact piece from the same artist on the same day, and it's the Freddy Krueger hand with like a bracelet with a charm, like the best friend charms where they like connect.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
What she needs to do on the next Friday the 13th, if you look right, if they can pan down, they got the old style hockey mask right on the table. Maybe on the other side you get the Jason
It does
style
have,
hockey mask.
so the lucky charm is the Jason mask cut in half.
Oh, okay.
So
and
even
that's
though
the
it's
best
not
one?
Fred, well, they did do Freddy versus Jason.
That was okay, if I remember. It wasn't that bad.
I'm a fan. I love Freddy Krueger. I'm a fan of Freddy Krueger, so I love all his movies.
The old ones are so bad. The old ones are so bad. I mean, worse than B movie.
Yeah,
bad.
me and April.
And they were almost at that level, but boy, they had. Well, I got to admit,
I
I
thought
was
they
one
did a
of them.
good
I went to
job,
see
like,
the movies
with-
that we
Yeah.
we lined up to see the.
Freddy's coming for you.
We lined up around the old Don Theater in Alexandria, Louisiana, to see the Nightmare on Elm Streets. But the big one was when they came out with Friday the 13th Part 3. And it was in 3D.
Oh, yes.
And 3D was new back then. I don't know
I
if you
liked
remember.
Freak Show. That was a
Oh
scary
man, we
one.
were
I like
lined
that.
up around the
Crypt-
block.
Crypt something? What was it?
Creep
Crypt- the
Show
Crypt
and
Show.
Tales from
That
the
is-
Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt. and the
Creep Show is back on the air. They have
I love
the new
Creep
series.
Show.
If you haven't seen
I
it, they are
remember-
great. The short stories from
Yep.
Stephen King.
They were scary, and I remember one of those burned in my head because it was like this lake and this like blob.
I know what you're talking
Do you know
about.
what's
Yep.
one? That
That
one
was
was
on the
burned
movie.
in my head.
But-
these people are sitting on the dock out swimming, and this blob would come up, and I'm
Yep.
like,
Yep.
Is this every lake? I'm like, I was. And I
That's
might have
how I
been-
was too.
I'm like, I might have been 4 or 5 going, I'm never jumping in the lake
I'm
in my
like a
entire
total
life.
horror movie freak. Like I love like all the scary stuff, all the monsters, villains. Like
But yeah,
Listen,
they've
if you get a
actually
human
started
centipede
the
tattooed on
series
you, then
again.
No,
that's
no.
it. We're done.
No.
Yeah, they've started the series again. They've had the first 4 new ones, and I've watched them. They're really cool. They're all Stephen
Are they
King short stories.
remakes or
no?
new?
These are new.
Okay,
It's a
I
new
have
series.
to check that out for sure.
Yes, they've only showed I think 4, and
I didn't pick you for a horror guy,
Oh
Charlie,
yeah,
for some reason.
the fact the last was pretty cool. I don't get away, but one of them, the Scarecrow actually came to life, and it's pretty cool. So
yeah.
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
those type. It's
getting there.
and so yeah, check it out. It's the new ones are really good.
I'll have to do that.
All right, I got yelled at my ear that we started on a topic and we didn't move to it. So,
Oh, Soak the
sore ass run. I went off on the tattoos and then a Freddy Krueger, and you know how it is. We just have fun here. By
I had
the
a
way, real
question
quick
about
before
that
we go,
Sorkin's.
thank you for coming on the show with
thank
us today.
you.
We appreciate it. Listen, it's Charlie and myself. So you definitely brought more viewers, and people are tired of
I'd hope so.
staring at ourselves. Oh, there we go. He's got you up there.
Oh, thanks for that's cool.
So, and you got stuff. It says shop now too, so they can buy
Oh, that's
stuff,
my
huh?
website, blondiebraps.com. You can just Google Blondie Braps, and it comes up, Blondie Braps. So
That's a good picture, that black and white one right there, by the way.
Silent J Studio did that. He
a
did
good
that with
picture.
all the other pictures. Surf Hero Photos just did that Moto one that everyone likes.
That black and white one, it's straight on. It's you got the bars. That's a
Yeah,
good
it's one of my
good shot.
favorite sets.
It's fun because I did photo shoots. I know we're going to go off another tangent. We got 2 minutes. I'm working on it. But I did photo shoots, and it's hard to get a good shot. As a camera guy, you have to see that shot and go, stop. This is it.
Yeah.
Now we can put I got to pose you. And I was good at that. I was good at when I saw the shot that I liked. Stop. This is it. Don't move. Take a breath. Now I'm going to pose you the way I want you in this position because it's where the camera is, where you're
Yeah.
at. It's not easy.
Well,
I'll
I
tell
feel
you.
like a lot of candid shots are my best shots.
Fun, yeah.
Like where you don't know you're getting a picture, or you end up like laughing at something, and those always usually turn up to be my
because
best
you're not
ones. Yeah.
posed,
Yeah.
it's real. We got 2 minutes. We're going to talk about Soak the Sore Ass Run.
Our
June
stops.
13th, the stops. Bring those up. We're going to talk about those right now. June 13th, our stops. Believe it or not, Charlie had one of the when we get down to the 6th stop, it's going to be funny. First stop, Charlie, is where?
we're going to start it at Quaker. Y'all going to get everybody signed up. Quaker's jumped into this beau feed. I think he's going to have breakfast and all that good stuff. Then we go to Rossiter's. I think it's the first time Rossiter's has been a stop for us on the
I want to say it has as well. Rossiter's been with us since, West Coast Florida Riders helped us get into that door with Rossiter's, and super excited to be part of anything with them. They've never been with us on a lot of stuff.
And then the brand new Burt's Barracuda, Black Widow Harley Davidson. So the Black Widow location down in Port Charlotte.
Restaurant might be open at that point.
That's open now, right?
It might be.
Okay.
It might be. It's very close to that timing. They're having, of course, the finalization of getting everything checked out and approvals and, getting things done.
And then another first-time stop, Rockstar Harley Davidson down around the Fort Myers area.
Now, I was concerned if 3 Harleys in a row was going to be an issue, but you got to understand, places aren't open. Restaurants and bars aren't open. So doing those 3 Harleys in a row, we found a place in then after Rockstar is Island Cafe.
Yep.
Charlie and I were sitting on the phone. I called there.
Everglades City or something like that?
Everglades City. I didn't even know there was an Everglades City.
4 buildings called Everglades City, but one's a restaurant. And that, I tell you what, that young lady jumped right on it. Yeah, we're in.
She picked up the phone. What? I was like, uh-oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, that was her.
Next thing you know, she was loving it. Now, Charlie, talk about 6th up. We got 20 seconds.
All right, and then we have to stop at a gas station. Racetrack, because we was going to do the Last Chance Saloon. None of that is open right now. Racetrack down there just before Last Chance said, yeah, you can come in there. You got to go to the counter to get your cards.
To the counter, then we go to the brewing company. Shannon, say bye to everybody. We got 3 seconds.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Check out
everyone.
Long Graps.
Bye.